Did you know our pollution is the cause of death for nearly 1 million seabirds and over 100,000 marine mammals? These numbers may be shocking, but even more so when considering the source of this pollution is not from any daily routine that needs to happen, but rather from our personal use of plastic products. Plastic in our oceans does not just affect marine life through digestive issues, but also it can destroy their habitats and impact mating rituals. Both of these implications can eventually lead to the extinction of an entire species, but even knowing this, our plastic use has grown exponentially in the last decade compared to our use in the last century. Today we will discuss and discover solutions to minimizing our plastic output and how to maintain cleaner, healthier oceans. Worldwide, there are at least 800 species affected by the pollution, with over 80% being attributed by plastics. Annually, 8 million tons of plastics are dumped into our oceans, and visually, this is about the amount of a garbage truck filled with plastic that's dumped into the ocean every minute. It's estimated that 60% of seabirds ingest pieces of plastic, where it only takes about 14 pieces to kill them. This is expected to rise to nearly 100% by 2050. The marine life that doesn't ingest the plastic pollution are still susceptible to its impact through the animals they eat who have. Dolphins, for example, who are highly intelligent animals, are unlikely to eat the plastic by themselves. However, their prey is likely to ingest these compounds, which will eventually make their way to the dolphin species. Outside of consumption, animals who are smaller than these larger mammals are impacted in their habitats when plastic products such as rubber bands, six-pack rings, and other unrecycled plastic products come into their environments. All of the plastics in our oceans are those that never made it to recycling bins. This ranges from plastics from households that were unsorted to plastics on beaches, campgrounds, and parks that make their way into sewage systems. Many poor countries are unable to establish management facilities which can dedicate to filtering and recycling. But there are many ways which we can minimize and severely reduce our plastic waste. Campaigns launched to reduce plastic straws in the U.S. began booming in 2018. Starbucks pledged to remove plastic straws from their store globally by 2020. And likewise, many franchises have begun implementing paper straws as one-time use items. Cities such as Seattle have mandated laws for recycling that may begin fining citizens who allow certain percentages of recyclable material to be thrown into a regular waste bin. Seattle is a national leader in recycling, where they focus on 5 main recycling materials: cardboard, paper, plastic bottles and containers, glass bottles and jars, and metal cans. Significant amounts of these recyclable materials found in standard garbage bins can lead to the resident to be fined. Garbage containers containing more than 10% plastic will not be collected at all, and the fine doesn't exceed $1 per garbage collection, but it can grow to a larger fine if the resident doesn't make the effort to reduce their pollution. There are guides for those who live in Seattle to help determine what waste products go where and how to further minimize plastic and other pollution. Luckily, with widespread campaigns and efforts of certain cities and states, the focus on reducing pollution and pollution cleanup is significantly changing our environment. The Pacific Garbage Patch, for example, is what is known as a trash vortex, which is a large circulation of ocean currents which contains a large amount of debris in the Pacific Ocean. And this is about halfway between Hawaii and California. The patch contains about 80,000 tons of waste. Ocean cleanup programs have deployed a system which will confine the plastic debris and take it back to shore where it can be accurately sorted and recycled. Some of the most abundant plastic debris found in the ocean patch are water bottles. More than 60 million plastic water bottles end up in landfills. Companies like Hydro Flask, Swell, and Nalgene, for example, aim to reduce the remove single-use water bottles. Using a reusable bottle not only removes that bottle from ending up in the ocean, but it decreases other polluters such as oil and greenhouse gases from the single-use production. Another abundant debris material are tiny particles known as microbeads, which contain polyethylene and polypropylene. Products that include microbeads, such as skincare products, have been proven to be non-biodegradable. The microbeads are so small that they end up in the ocean because they are not often captured by water filtration and treatment systems. The skincare products that contain these beads have also been noted to be bad for your skin, as their minuscule body can easily lodge themselves into pores. The product was originally set to act as exfoliants, and unfortunately these abrasive particles actually cause rips in the skin, which allow for pollutants to enter. The skin becomes severely inflamed from overexfoliation, and the skin barrier is weakened. Too many marine creatures are extinct or on their way to it from pollution in their home. This is caused by litter and improper waste management on shore. The ocean is in need of help, from reducing your waste to introducing cleanup projects into your weekend, and we can all help the ocean become a significantly less polluted place.